Welcome to the fourth episode of the Drama Boys series. In the previous episodes, the story is told about Agaba in the village of Iwenla, how he thrived and made a name for himself, even before the king. However, out of the sheer will of fate, circumstances happened, and a blind little boy suddenly took away all of Agaba's prestige. Agaba is threatened. He needs to find a way to eliminate the boy. He would certainly have to take him out of the way. That fateful morning, Agaba woke up to murmurs of cacophony. When he stepped out, he too was informed that something strange had happened. The little drummer boy had been kidnapped. At first, Agaba didn't understand the magnitude of the message. How could the blind boy be kidnapped? Was there someone else, other than he, that felt threatened by the boy? After ruminating deeply about it, Agaba came to the conclusion that the only person who could have done something like that was none other than his friend, Ajala. Perhaps Ajala didn't want him to go through the hassle of getting the boy. If that was the case, then Ajala would be such a great friend. Agaba entered into his house and started preparing to go visit Ajala. It didn't take long before Ajala's voice greeted him by the doorway. Ajala? Agaba quickly stepped out. What is this that I am hearing? You went ahead and carried the boy without me? What nonsense are you talking about? Ajala looked at his friend bombastically. I thought we agreed that we would do it together. Agaba countered. I didn't do anything, Ajala declared. I thought it was you who went ahead and abducted him without involving me. Agaba looked at his friend in a suspicious manner. How would I do something like that? I don't know. You are bent on taking the boy out of your way. And there is no way I could have done it without you. So, who kidnapped the boy? Agaba didn't fully believe Ajala. Ajala too didn't believe that Agaba is telling the truth. The two men stared away, wondering who else could have abducted the boy. In the palace, the king stands in the room that Abu occupied and pondered. Who could have come to kidnap the boy? And most importantly, why? Besides, how could they have successfully infiltrated the palace, despite the heavy guards guarding the entire surrounding? The moment the abduction happened, one of the guards had raised an alarm that the other guards hadn't paid attention to. It didn't take long though, before it was obvious that something had gone wrong, and the king had ordered the guards that none of them should return without the boy. It is now getting dark, and none of the guards had returned, which means that the boy is yet to be found. The king paced endlessly in the small room, hoping, praying to the gods that the boy should be found. The following morning, the elders converged at the palace to discuss the matter. The king presided over the meeting. One of the elders reported that the entire village is deeply sad over the incident. He went ahead and explained that some people are beginning to whisper that Agaba was the mastermind behind the abduction. That got the attention of everyone, including the king. And why would Agaba abduct the boy? Someone asked. Because since the day the boy came into this village, no one has sung the praises of Agaba, the elder said. Did you even notice that he had not been seen in public since the boy arrived? The king nodded thoughtfully. I thought so too. He didn't honor my invitation during the feast. He hadn't even been to the palace. Oh, some of the elders chorused. What do we do now? We will have to get him arrested. Someone quickly contributed. We need to apply wisdom to this matter. Another person offered. There is no proof that Agaba was the abductor yet. That is true, someone added. But then, why hadn't he honored the king's invitation? Why? Well, he knows his reason. And that is precisely why he should be arrested. The conversation went on and on until there was an agreement for Agaba to be formally invited before the elders. He was summoned immediately. When the guards got to Agaba's house and informed him that he was being summoned, the first thought that came to Agaba's mind was that his friend Ajala had betrayed him. If that was the case, he knew the only thing that would save him is if the boy is found. When Agaba met with the elders and the king, he did everything he could, from looking at the king in the eyes. There is no doubt that he still had grudges against the king. Grudges that he created and cannot voice out. When asked why he hadn't appeared in public or visited the palace, Agaba admitted that he felt threatened by the blind boy. Is that enough reason for you to kidnap him? One of the elders quickly attacked him. I did not kidnap the blind boy, Agaba gently replied. Then who did? Another person added. Tell us, who did? I don't know. The king leaned in closer and tried to make eye contact with Agaba. He draws his words slowly. Tell us, Agaba, who do you think kidnapped the boy? It is not me, Your Majesty, Agaba responded slowly. Perhaps you people should ask Ajala. That got the attention of everyone. Ajala? When Agaba saw the inquisitiveness in the faces, he knew he had made a mistake by mentioning his friend's name. Why do you think Ajala is the abductor? I don't know, Agaba said firmly. I don't think he is. Then, why did you mention his name? By the time the meeting ended, guards had been deployed to arrest Ajala. In the meantime, Agaba would be in prison until the boy is found. Neither Ajala nor Agaba would be released. Everywhere in the village, the news spread like wildfire. Actually, the news that spread was that Agaba and Ajala teamed up to kidnap the boy. The once loved Agaba in the entire village of Iwenla had suddenly become the enemy. Did he actually kidnap the boy? Is he innocent? The story continues in the next episode. And if you haven't seen the previous episodes, the links are available in the description box. Do well to check them out and follow the story. We hope you have enjoyed the story so far. If you have, then do us a favor by pressing the thumbs up button, and we would appreciate your feedback in the comments box. These things are a big encouragement for us to keep bringing interesting stories to you. If you are yet to subscribe to the channel, kindly do so, and let's build this community together. Till we see you in the next episode, know that you are appreciated.